I slowly start realizing that every single man walking this planet is kind of the same, and I don't want to sound like no infuriated girl that just broke up with her high school love Oliver. Call me non-liquid world, I don't give a fuck. I'm just saying that all men are low-key the same. We all think throwing rocks from insanely high altitudes into quiet waters is the greatest thing of all time, because it absolutely fucking is. It's just so fucking tough looking at the way the rock, changes its trajectory and the intensity of the impact. Just like we all fantasize about saving our crush from the school shooter, going full Jeff Hardy mode on that motherfucker right in front of our eyes. Most men don't really talk about their feelings and the shit they go through, so we instead rely on certain experiences that make us forget about all the bullshit we got going on. I call these experiences peak male experiences. Might as well put canon peak male experiences in there, because I'm pretty sure all these things are part of the manga, so we definitely all fuck with them heavily. When life sometimes just becomes a little too much, we tend to hit the iconic post, work, school, university, what am I doing with my life reflection in the parking lot. Whenever you arrive home, you tend to just turn off the car and sit there, sometimes for minutes, even hours if your life difficulty is set to extremely fucking hard. You just sit there doing absolutely nothing other than thinking about what you got going on in life and thinking about all the shit that you will have going on in life soon and about all the bullshit that already happened, because ain't nobody is disturbing your peace in there. You are locked away from all the responsibilities. You and some random crackhead chilling at the bus stop with a comically large rock in his hand. You two are the only ones able to open up that car. And once you open up that car, you step into the world where all the responsibilities are just waiting for you to eat you up alive. And potentially an infected syringe, but that's not canon. That's just part of the anime. One of the greatest experiences a man will ever go through in his life is the very first talking stage. Staying up all night, texting that girl you had a little crush on for a while is a feeling so magical, I don't even know what words to use to accurately describe it. You could potentially stay up 3 consecutive nights. The dopamine rush you are feeling in that very moment will prevent your body from getting tired. You genuinely feel like you have found the love of your life, the one woman you want to spend the rest of your life with, just to get ghosted after 2 weeks. But that's besides the point. The point is that it is in fact one of the greatest feelings of all time. In the beginning, I might even go as far as saying top 3 feelings of all time.
It's not ridiculous. That's not ridiculous to say that.
Life is so fucking boring without having a crush. Like, it's unbearable. And speaking of talking to girls, a feeling that is equal to your first talking stage is the feeling of a bad bitch liking your story for the very first time. We are in the future. We don't write poems anymore. We don't climb through windows anymore. We also don't slap our wives anymore when the chicken ends up being a little too dry. We just flirt by liking stories, and I know every single one of you motherfuckers only post stories for the girls. As always, I'm gonna be the divine warrior. I'm gonna be the one taking the blame here. I admit that 99% of the shit men post, all these things are for the gaze of one specific person. And if you successfully bait that person into liking your story, you gonna start drooling all over the place. And God forbid that specific person responds to your story. Oh my goodness. You gonna start tweaking, doing little shiver jumps under your blanket, the ones you do when you finally roll up in your blanket after being in the cold all day long. One thing that can heal a man like nothing else can is the so-called 2-week Minecraft phase. I don't really know the scientific reasoning behind this phenomenon, but for some reason every guy on this planet annually randomly gets the irresistible urge to play Minecraft for exactly 2 weeks. When you hop onto Minecraft with your boys for those 2 magical weeks, you feel like a carefree child again. Mom, chill, I'm trying to slime out the Ender Dragon with the boys. Let me live my life, bro. I'm just a 20-year-old kid enjoying life. It's only like, my 12th gap year, chill. The first few days of that Minecraft playthrough are extremely harmonic, almost utopian. Everything is working out perfectly, and the village y'all be building there has a perfect infrastructure until one of the boys gets corrupted with severe greed and kills one of the village dogs, which then leads into complete mayhem. Shit is gonna start looking like Khabib Nurmagomedov versus Conor's team when he jumped the fence. This is how this phase always comes to an end. Unfortunately, truly a peak male experience. Getting a haircut is one of those things that can either go south really fucking quick or turn out to be your highlight of the whole entire year. The nerve-wracking thing about getting a fresh cut is the fact that you don't really know if your barber put up a stinker game and fucked your shit up bad or if he actually cooked. The harsh reality is revealed the second you step out of the so-called post-cut shower. Only then will you be able to fully grasp the masterclass your barber has put up. There are only a few things better than realizing your barber went full messy 2011, 2012 on your shit. And don't even get me started about people telling you that your haircut is fire. Oh my goodness, don't let my balls tingle now, bro. The feeling of a confirmed hangout at the weekend is such a peak feeling. Knowing that there is something to look forward to while it's still Tuesday makes this miserable time between Tuesday and the weekend a lot less miserable. When you got a large friend group, planning something is so fucking unbearable. Even planning something simple like going to the cinema seems like an unsolvable task. Most of the shit that these motherfuckers plan, me included, never leaves the group chat in the first place. These fuckers are out here talking about driving go-karts around Tokyo, what the fuck? And going cliff diving in Bora Bora, my brother. Can we just somehow, manage to go to the gas station first? I'm thirsty as fuck, bro. I'm dehydrating right in front of your eyes. Fuck Bora Bora, fuck Tokyo, and fuck everything you got going on. Don't go for the bicycle kick when you can barely pass the ball. It's not gonna end well, bro. It doesn't have to be something special. Just a little confirmed hangout at the end of the week. That's all a man's soul really needs. Another thing that every male soul needs to taste at least once is a boy sleepover. A man will always walk this earth as an imperfect man up until he experienced a boy sleepover. I once made a banger video about the boy sleepover experience, but it unfortunately got copyright strike, so I had to take it down. You know what? I'm just gonna play the sleepover video now. If you watched it already, feel free to skip this part, and if you haven't, I highly advise you to watch it now because this is one of my favorite videos I have ever made. The mic quality in my voice is gonna sound a little different, but come on now, bro. Quit bitching. Some things are better off kept sealed from the outside world. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
¿Cómo te llamas tú? Miguel.
What happens in the boys' locker room stays in the boys' locker room. What happened between me and your fine mom stays between me and your fine mom. But most importantly, whatever horrendous acts of barbarism were committed during the boys' sleepover has to stay between the boys. 10 guys all staying in one house without parental observation. You already know there are gonna be several war crimes committed in there. Back when we were kids, sleepovers felt like... And once we got older, once we started getting acne, once we started growing out ass hair, sleepovers evolved from being this magical calm night into a magical calm night that slowly but surely intensifies in insanity as time passes by. The longer you stay awake at a sleepover, the more unhinged the ideas of what y'all should do next become. Before we get in depth about the insanity, let's quickly talk about the canon characters at a sleepover. Character 1, the biggest loser. This guy falls asleep first like a pussy and ends up getting woken up in the most inhumane way possible. Don't be surprised if there is a huge penis drawn across your face when you wake up. Character 2, the biggest loser, reverse edition. This guy not only falls asleep first, but he is not able to find a fucking blanket. Buckle up, motherfucker. Go use the couch as your blanket. Or the pizza box. Speaking of pizza, character number 3, the biggest loser. in the most literal sense. There is always one fat motherfucker at the sleepover that devours all the snacks. Sometimes you don't know if this guy is human or a fucking vacuum cleaner. Hide your pets, cause this bowling ball is not able to control himself. Character 4, the biggest pussy. That one kid who is always homesick. Oh, I want to sleep in my own bed. I miss my mom. Fuck out of here, pussy. Don't kill the vibe. I miss your mom too, but do you see me fucking crying? Character 5, the hyperactive motherfucker. The guy who wants to go on a hike at 4 a.m. Let us fucking sleep, bro. It's enough. And character 6, the overly sensitive host. I know it's your house, bro, but why am I not allowed to take a shit in your toilet? Huh? Don't touch this, don't touch that. Motherfucker, am I at a sleepover or in a fucking museum?
Please like this video and follow Nermin on Instagram and Twitch, or his father will pull out the belt. Okay, bye guys.
Great. Now you might ask yourself, how does a classic boy sleepover look like? You can subdivide the sleepover into 3 main arcs. The first arc lasts from 5 p.m. till around 9 p.m. In this arc, the boys usually chill, eat some pizza, play some video games, and talk about life. This is the therapy you don't have to pay for. Nothing seems to be out of the ordinary. When the clock hits 10 p.m. though, the demons slowly start coming out. One of the boys suggests watching a movie, and a lot of the times it's a horror movie. Now, apart from the fact that y'all are not even gonna finish the movie in the first place, this is where the second arc starts. For some reason, some of the boys are gonna start wrestling. I know it sounds bland and there is no scientific explanation for this phenomenon, but it happens all the fucking time. One of the boys is gonna start acting overly gay.
Embarrassing.
Again, there is no scientific explanation for this one as well. Hitting on everyone in a playful manner, like, stop dry humping me, motherfucker. The host is gonna try to calm everyone down, and the fat motherfucker is gonna sneak into the kitchen just to see what the fridge has to offer. In other news, the sky is still blue. Hell has broken fucking loose, and there is mayhem all over the place.
Oh, and now Khabib jumps the fence. Whoa! No! And he's going right at Dylan Dennis. Mayhem! Oh, no!
This goes on for a while until the third and final arc begins at around 2 a.m. The lunacy arc. We start doing shit that is unexplainable. Shit that we would never do in a sane state. One guy might shave his head, another guy might jump from the roof just to prove how cool he is. The fat motherfucker is still eating in the kitchen, and there is a ritual being performed on the guy who fell asleep first. Complete madness all over the place. But once the birds start chirping outside, we slowly calm down and we start falling asleep one by one. And when we wake up after the worst slumber we ever had, we go home and act like nothing ever happened. I quickly want to go through one more experience that is, in my opinion, the greatest experience a man can physically go through. Being glazed in your sport. Oh my goodness. Have you ever pulled up to PE class and both teams started arguing about who is gonna have you on the team? You. Are you aware of the fact how much aura farming you are doing in that exact moment? Like, shit, y'all gotta calm down. Like, I got enough for everybody in here. You know, pause. Hold up. The glazer's just gonna make you feel like a superhuman, like an over-leveled Pokemon on Route 1. You feel so powerful until the PE teacher decides to join the opposite team. Now the battle is on.
Very angry while trying to strangle my balls. Wipe my ass with some butter while scraping shit on the wall. But honestly, overall, I like popping an out of wall while Daniel